Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? Holla at your boy, it's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsom with reallifetrading.com. We're doing fantastic. We got the SPY today, very interesting little candle today. Here's the exponential moving averages, which is the 50. And so we got a pretty good hammer yesterday, if you will, off of the 50 exponential. Today is a perfect inside day candle. So we can kind of sum up relatively well what I'm looking for SPY to do. Number one, if we close below the low of yesterday, then I expect this to trade down a little bit lower. Number two, if we close above the high of yesterday, we probably should bounce a little bit off the 50, completing that kind of rotation that I talked about like that I started discussing about 2 Fridays ago. So if that does happen, awesome. If it doesn't, we probably just kind of hang out, chop around until the 100 simple moving average comes in. 100 simple moving average right now is about 229.87. The good news is for my more advanced traders, the VIX is climbing right now. And so if you're looking at selling options or spreads or premium, this is actually a pretty decent time. VIX is going a little bit higher. Implied volatility is thusly increasing in options and value, and spreads are becoming more valuable on indices like the IWM, the SPY, and the Qs. So just something to consider. Feel free to start looking around and kind of poking around at some of the stocks if you are a credit spread fan. There are some good opportunities out there. So let's go ahead and look at some of the stocks that were requested. First and foremost, we got Netflix and then Tesla. So Netflix earnings next week. Here's what I have on Netflix. We've been trading sideways and really consolidating here since the last earnings. This is a big deal because if Netflix does gap up large on earnings, which is entirely possible, it really could run. One of the option strategies that I was considering on Tesla is a reverse iron condor, which is a pretty extensive one, but really it's buying the 150 call and then selling the 160 call, and then also buying the 138 put and selling the 130 put, so offsetting some of the cost. And so again, that's kind of like a reverse iron condor slash some type of strangle, since you're doing it over earnings. And again, Netflix could gap big in either direction. So these boxes, if Netflix gaps way up here into the 160, I have no idea what it's really going to do. It could run to the moon or it could fade. It's a big question mark. But if it gaps right here, Netflix is gone. It's just going to run to the moon. If Netflix gaps down to the 100 simple moving average, it could bounce. This red line box is like, if it barely gaps into this pivot, it could trade down a little bit bearish. Or again, if it caps huge down to this 200 simple, it would look buyable. So depending on where Netflix gaps will mean a lot, but realistically, I think whatever gap it has is probably going to be a bullish one, since the trend is just such a nice looking trend. As long as we don't gap down too severely. If we gap down to a moving average or a good price point, I think people will be inclined to buy Netflix. I do personally think it does gap down, but that's just a total guess. I mean, it's a coin flip. I'm 50-50 with my options over earnings. Let's go look at Tesla. Ticker symbol TSLA, and Tesla, beautiful, beautiful retest. So I was talking to my good buddy Santi earlier today about this retest that was going to happen. This is pretty obvious, in my opinion, on Tesla. White candle gapping up, right? So here was trade number one, pulled back into the moving averages on the hourly chart and bounced. So shout outs to all of the real life traders who made some good trades there on Tesla. And then just 2 days ago, which was Monday, when we gapped up, huge gap, another all-time high, beautiful, beautiful retest, gap action, white candle gapping up. So what did we do the last 2 days? Well, we retested. So we are here at the 10 exponential on the daily chart. Between here and the 20, this is the time to start watching Tesla to bounce. I'll repeat that one more time. This is it. This is the time right here, right now on Tesla to keep an eye out for that bounce. If it starts to bounce, hashtag buy the bounce. That's Tesla. Let's look at gold and silver, which were requested. So gold moving up higher. We probably have the Syria issue to thank for that. But my good buddy Mark is in a 123.50 covered call on gold. Really the best way to look at gold is kind of in a longer term perspective. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the long-term moving averages, and we'll notice that we're getting some really good wave rotation. But first, I'm going to zoom out big picture, and you'll see that this kind of consolidation happening from some of these trends So that's really my next target on gold, is probably the 126-ish range on GLD at least. I do think gold goes a little bit higher, but from there we probably trade down a bit. We had a very, very nice wave. So here is a very obvious, very clear wave that right here, I think that was an FOMC meeting, that big white candle. That's really when we said, okay guys, this is it. This is the bounce, right? This old resistance, new support at 145.32. The price we've traded around so many times just acted as a great price, right? We traded up, traded down, and then we bounced. So since that bullish candle, that's when I've been more bullish than bearish on gold. I think we trade a little bit higher on it. Some good volume coming in, and pretty much the same analysis on silver. Next target for me on silver, $18 an ounce, which is gonna be about $18 on this particular SLV. That does track spot silver pretty closely, so it should be pretty close or right around that $18 price range. Again, here's your long-term moving averages. It's a big deal that both silver and gold are getting above their 200 simple moving average on a weekly chart. That is a big deal. Let's look at two other stocks. Chris requested Deutsche Bank, and Deutsche Bank we looked at, I believe, on Friday also. Looking at this to continue to hopefully channel on DB. So my plan on this one, it is a 3, maybe 4 months out, but looking at this to complete a channel. So trade up to this resistance, look for it to trade back down, and down here at this $13/$12.48 region, I'll be looking to buy the dip on a 5-month minimum type of time frame on Deutsche Bank. So looking for something like this to occur. This, my friends, is just called planning your trade out right in advance. Buy low, sell high. Buy the dip on Deutsche Bank. So here's the daily chart. We're just chilling right now on the 200 simple moving average, and DB really does respect this moving average. So it might not make it that far. I'm considering a $13 put sale for May. The premium there is pretty flimsy, if you can say so. $13 put sale for May, not that amazing. A $12 put sale, not bad. $14 put sale, not bad. So we'll find out. Again, that's for May. It's something I'm considering because I really would not mind owning some shares of Deutsche Bank down there. Nvidia, a lot of people talking about Nvidia today. Guys, this is, I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the challenge on Nvidia. This is the candle. This candle right here that I mentioned. If we close below that candle, I will be a little bit more bearish than bullish. We did close below that candle on Monday. So today is an inside day candle on Nvidia. We got the long-term moving averages up. This could be a very strong breakaway type of gap potentially. This gap is now filled, and we now have a confirmed lower high. So this purple line on Nvidia, which is right around this $96 mark, if we break below that, especially if we trade sideways and then break below that, I think my next target on Nvidia is a 200 simple moving average. So I do have a few real life traders who are in this long, aka bullish. So just make sure you're protected, make sure you got your risk ready to be mitigated, and keep an eye on Nvidia, because again, here's what the weekly chart looks like. And a lot of people are seeing this kind of does look a little bit head and shoulderish. So I'm not saying that Nvidia specifically is going to go to zero like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying it could. So up here, just make sure you're protected. I personally think Nvidia is not going to close below this the purple line. I think we'll trade down to it, get some type of hammer candle. Everyone goes bearish right here, and then we pop something like this. And then we trade sideways until earnings, and then there's a big question mark. That's what I think personally is going to happen on Nvidia. But again, the market can always surprise me. We'll see. If we do close below that purple line, though, I'm not going to be buying calls on Nvidia. All right. So let's look at 2 or 3 day trades today. CMG was a really good move. I didn't get a chance to take this one, but I had a trader ask about it not too long ago, and this was kind of my drawing on CMG, simply indicating that I wanted to pull back and then a dip, right? Buy the dip. Well, here's your exponential moving averages, and yesterday, that's exactly what we did. We pulled back into the 10, and we've bounced about 4% since that day yesterday. So CMG, if you're in long, 480.11 is our next target. The 3 trades we played today profitably were TSCO, Tractor Supply. If you need any help spotting a perfect bearish gap and go on a daily chart, well, my friends, take a picture of Tractor Supply, because this is the Mona Lisa of gaps. It is gorgeous, flawless gap down, trapping everybody. This is the one that we got the opportunity to play very aggressively the first minute of the day in the morning trading room. So this setup right here is for a swing trade that I'm keeping an eye on. But the very first minute, you had this high wave candle. If I turn on the pre-market, you'll see that here's that kind of pre-market resistance. So the setup that Brad was trading was right here, I think was right there. And I went a little bit lower. I went right about there, the stop right about there, I believe. And I exited the pre-market low. So I just took everything off at the pre-market low. Bearish trades haven't been working out that amazing recently, but this one really, really did. Worked out gorgeously pretty much all day. So made some good coinage on Tractor Supply Company, a great bearish gap and go. And then Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. Qualcomm's been a mover recently, and just yesterday had this like head and shoulders looking pattern, right? So you had this boom, boom, boom. And yesterday was a new black crow candle that closed below that support line. So there was some bearishness coming in on Qualcomm. Well, we gapped below the low of yesterday with that lower shadow trapping some folks. So Qualcomm was an opportunity that we took today also for a good trade. Victor Gonzalez, Brad Reed, a few other traders made over 2R on this one. Myself, only an R. I entered here, stop above there, and exited here at the low of the day. Right there for a bit over an R, and then the target for everybody else was right here. Reason I exited early, again, I was down on the month, wanted to battle back, it finally happened, so sitting up a little bit over an R right now for the day trades for the month of April. But there's a lot of April left. We'll see what happens. Excited about the continuation of this market, ladies and gentlemen. Every single day we have a brand new opportunity. Except for Friday. Markets close on Friday. I won't be here, and neither should you be. Enjoy the holiday. Good Friday. Markets are closed here in the United States. I will see you all on Monday. If you have any requests between now and then, make sure to email me, jeremy@reallifetraining.com. Click that button below to subscribe to our channel. We're going to put out good content all of the time. More videos coming your way. Got a lot of requests for some specific topics, like how to grow a small account. That's going to be a fun video, and that's coming up soon, and it's free for all those who subscribe. I'll see you guys later, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.